Hello students, let us start our new session of chapter number 7, Systems of Particles and Rotational Motion. Now let us understand angular momentum in case of rotation about a fixed axis. So we are having angular momentum L, that is addition of Ri cross Pi, the I equals to 1 to n. So here we are having the angular of particle in a rigid body that we are going to add its individual value. So here we are having small l equal to r cross p, and r we are having OP equal to OC plus CP that we can observe from the earlier diagram, and linear momentum P equal to mv. So I equal to OC into m into v plus CP. OC cross MV plus CP cross MV. So here we are having, that is omega into R perpendicular component. That is R perpendicular is the length of CP or perpendicular distance of P from its axis of rotation. And V is the tangential component at point P of the circle. So let us take right hand rule that CP cross V is a parallel to the axis, and the unit vector along its fixed axis, that is along the Z axis, that is a component K. So CP cross MV equal to R perpendicular MV into K caret. So R M into R perpendicular component square into omega K caret, that V equal to omega R perpendicular. And OC cross V, that gives you the perpendicular to the axis. So here LZ, that is equal to CP cross MV, that is M perpendicular component R square omega K. So here L equal to LZ plus OC cross MV, and LZ is a parallel to the fixed axis. So angular momentum L, it's not along the axis of rotation, but L and omega are necessary for the parallel component. So here P and V are always parallel to each other. So let us, if we calculate its total angular momentum of a body, so capital L equal to addition of individual momentum Li equal to addition of Liz plus addition of OCI cross MI Vi. That Mi and Vi are mass and velocity of the particle I. Ci is the center of circle of that particle, and Lz will give you the summation of Liz, that is equal to summation of MIRI square into WK. So Lz equal to I omega K, that is a perpendicular distance of ith particle Ri. So here the momentum of inertia L equal to summation of MIRI square, that L equal to Lz plus perpendicular component of L. So here the rigid body having it is symmetric about its rotation in one of its symmetric axis. So here OCI, that is for every particle, has a velocity Vi, and another particle having a velocity minus Vi, that is in opposite direction on the circle of Ci. So here these pairs contribute a zero value to L perpendicular. So L plus is 0. So here total angular momentum L equal to I omega K. Now for non-symmetric about the axis of rotation, L is not equal to Lz. So here L is not lie along the axis of rotation. So here let us differentiate total angular momentum with respect to time. So d Lz by dt equal to d I omega by dt into k caret. and dl by dt is tau. So here only external torque is defined. It is affected along the axis of rotation. So tau equal to tau into k along the z component. So total angular momentum L equal to Lz plus L perpendicular component. Lz is the vector k is fixed about the rotation. So Lz by Lt equal to tau k, and d L perpendicular component by dt equal to 0. So for the rotation about the fixed axis, component of angular momentum perpendicular to the axis is constant. So Lz equal to I omega k and di omega by dt equal to tau. So di omega by dt equal to I d omega by dt equal to I alpha, and tau equal to I alpha. Now let us understand conservation of angular momentum. So here Lz external torque is 0, then Lz equal to I omega constant, and Lz can be replaced by total angular momentum L. Next, rolling motion. Here rolling motion is a combination of rotation and translation. Translation motion is a system of particles in which its center of mass, Let us take VCM, the velocity of center of mass at center C, as we can see in the diagram, which gives you the translational velocity of the disk that is parallel to the surface. Rotational motion of the disk is about its axis passing through C. Now velocity of point on the disk P0, P1 and P2, that consists of two parts, translational velocity VCM and a linear velocity VR due to the rotation. So VR is R omega. Omega is the angular velocity. R is the distance of the point from its axis. Now VR is perpendicular to the radius of the point at C. So here at point P2, the velocity is V2. So it's a component VR and VCM is defined as VR is perpendicular to CP2, as we can see in the diagram. That VR is perpendicular to the CP2, and here VZ is perpendicular to the line PO on P2. So line passing through PO parallel to omega, that is the axis of rotation. P0 is the linear velocity. P0 for that linear velocity VR, that is due to the rotation that is directed opposite to the translation rotation VCM. So magnitude of VR is R omega, and R is the radius of the disk. So here VCM equal to R omega, and that is what rolling without slipping, that VCM is R omega. So here we are having a velocity at point P, that is at top of the disk at V1, that is having the magnitude VCM plus R omega, or twice VCM, that is directed parallel to the lever surface for all rolling bodies. Now kinetic energy of rolling motion. So this can be defined, that is separated into the translation and rotation. Kinetic energy of the translation, that is 1/2 mv square, and due to the rotation the kinetic energy is k dash. So k equal to k dash plus 1/2 mv square. So here for the center of mass, that is kinetic energy mvc square. So k dash is the kinetic energy due to rotation 1/2 I omega square. So k equal to 1/2 I omega square plus 1/2 mc square. And I, that is mk square, that is a k, that is a radius of gyration. So k equal to 1/2 mk square vc square by r square plus 1/2 m vcm square. So kinetic energy for rolling motion k equal to 1/2 m vcm square into 1 plus k square by r square. Let us go through the example for the same. Three bodies, a ring, a solid cylinder and a solid sphere, roll down the same inclined plane without slipping. They start from rest. The radii of the bodies are identical. Which of the bodies reaches the ground with maximum velocity? So here let us assume the conservation of energy of rolling body. Potential energy by the body in rolling down the inclined plane is mgh, that should be equal to kinetic energy gained by the body. And total kinetic energy of the rolling body k is 1/2 mv square into 1 plus k square by r square. So potential energy mgh equal to 1/2 mv square into 1 plus k square by r square. Let us make subject of formula V. So V square equal to 2gh divided by 1 plus k square r square. Here for a ring, k square equal to r square, that is equal to 1. K square by r square equal to 1. So V ring equal to under root of 2gh divided by 1 plus 1, that is equal to under root gh. Now for the solid cylinder, k square equal to r square by 2. Let us substitute in the equation of v square. So we will get v disk equal to under root of 4gh by 3. And for the solid sphere, k square equal to 2r square by 5. Let us substitute that ratio, k square by r square equal to 2 by 5. So v sphere we are having under root of 10gh by 7. So here we are having all the reasons for velocity regarding its conservation of energy for three bodies, and the sphere has the greatest and the ring has the least velocity of the center of mass at the bottom of the inclined plane. Here we are going to end this session. With that, we are going to end this chapter. Hope you understood thoroughly. Thank you.